Hello and welcome to this new little YouTube series of ballet style exercises for rock climbers. This is a really great style of cross training and can also be used as a warm-up exercise. So the first exercise which we're going to start with is called a plie, and it's the first exercise that ballet dancers do in their class. So this is a really good one for your warm-up for both hip mobility and in terms of being able to hold the range which you do have. So you're going to start, and this exercise is actually going to be facing our bar or support. So when I do the exercise, I'll be doing it that way around, but just to show you so that you can see my feet and my hands, I'll be doing it facing this way. So you want to turn your feet out, imagining that you've got a pizza slice in your heels. This could be about a third, so about 120 degrees, but make it 121 if you want to. What we don't want though is forcing 180 degrees of turnout, because if you can't hold it there, then it's no use to us. I've been training for years and I don't think I will ever have flat 180 degree turnout. So work within your range, that's what's going to benefit you most. So we start with two demi-plies or half plies. So this is where you're in your first position and you're bending and stretching your legs. It's crucial that this is done with resistance, like you're inside a crack and you're pulling apart. Somebody is pulling your knees out to the side with resistance. That's what's going to work. So we have two demi-plies and you go as deep as you can go without lifting your heels. So we don't want to lift our heels. So you go down and up and down and up. Then we do a grand plie or a full plie. So this is going right down to the bottom where your heels do lift off. So you go through your demi-plie, down to the bottom, stretching and up. So you've got two demi-plies. So you go bend and stretch and bend and stretch, looking straight in front of you. Looking down at your feet is not going to help them in any way. Then we have a grand plie or a full plie. So you go down through your demi, all the way to the bottom, and then push your heels into the floor to come halfway up. We're going to hold it there for 2 counts. Then you go back down to the bottom, keeping your body lifted, push through those heels and up. Then you're going to take your arms off your support. You're going to shut your eyes, and your arms are going to go round up the side and trying to touch your middle fingers just slightly in front of your head with your arms in this kind of oval shape. And then you open your arms, you hold back onto your support, and then we're going to do a tendu to change positions. So you're going to brush that leg into the floor, really stretching through that foot, so no claws, stretching through that nice pointed foot, and then you lower. We do the same thing in second position. So you have demi and stretch. The same again, knees going right to the side, stretch. You go down 5, 6, coming up halfway and holding. You go back, down, stretching 2, 3, 4, hands above the head, touching, opening and back, tenduing back to your first position. A couple of little pointers for our grand plie. So I'm just going to demonstrate side on. You want to imagine that you're inside a toaster, so you don't want your bum to get burned or the front of your chest. You want to slide down really nicely inside that toaster, with your knees going as far to the side over your toes as possible. So demonstrated correctly, keeping the body really nice and tall. And this version now, the next one, is incorrect. If I was to do it like this and collapse, then I've burnt my bum, I've probably burnt my back as well, and maybe the top of my head, and that's not what you want. This is especially difficult in second position as well, and also not to cling on to your support for dear life. So in second position, you want your knees to go over your toes. So none of this. Knees straight over toes, going down, keeping your upper body really lifted so that you can take your hands off your support if you wanted to. And this really engages your glutes. So just to recap the exercise before we do it with music, and I'll do it facing the back, you have bend and stretch and bend and stretch, holding onto your support. You go down all the way, heels into the ground and hold. You go back down, up, 3, 4, shut your eyes, try and touch, open to the side. And you have exactly the same thing in second. One other tiny little pointer that I can feel as I do this, when you bring your arms up to touch, try not to let your chest really flare out in your ribs. Try and breathe through the sides and expand to the sides so that, I'll show you against my wall, we get this, where the front of your body is still connected, rather than this. Yeah? So let's have a go with some music, and don't forget you can always rewind, look at the little pointers, do the exercise, do it again, using different music as well. You can always take this idea, put it to your own music as well, and I hope you enjoy. Let's give it a go. So, well done guys for doing your plies. Even I'm really feeling that in the backs of my legs, and also in the effort to keep my body still and upright as well. So really good effort. I do hope you use that as a warm-up before climbing. Really takes 1 to 2 minutes. Pick your favourite song and have a go.